guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Connor, aka Samson. Happy 20th birthday! Connor is a longtime viewer, and right now he's in school studying business administration, so good luck in school, and it's great to hear from you. Alright, so I want to start off the spoiler by letting you guys know Bobby has a brain. It's in there, for real. I'm not even being sarcastic right now. He was sharing some of his observations and suspicions with Bruno yesterday, and Bobby was like, yeah, I saw Johnny and Kevin whispering on the couch. If they were just like hanging out, why the whispers? What's going on there? So they're working together, right? Yup, they totally are, sort of. And Bobby was also like, it's kind of weird that Zach and Ashley aren't pushing for Kevin to go this week. What's the deal with that? They must be working with Kevin and Pilar in a showman's alliance. Yup. It's called the Diaper Alliance with Jordan. I so want that alliance to be outed just because I want people to hear that name and just be like, why? It would be hilarious. So Bobby is, you know, he's thinking, he's noticing things, so he's a little more threatening than we previously thought. So I talked yesterday about the Have Not competition. If you guys want to hear about that more in depth, check out yesterday's spoiler. But not only did the Have Not competition determine who the sad Have Nots are this week, but it also determined what the Haves will be eating for the week. So, to quickly recap, the Have Nots are Willow, Brittany, and Pilar, and they get to enjoy chicken feet and pickled eggs, in addition to slop. Alright, so the Haves, they won an interesting selection of food and drink. They won cheesecake, which is amazing, beer and wine, sure, steak, eggs, pineapples, I think there was some chicken or something in there, but it wasn't like a huge amount of food. So they got their food delivery, and some of the house guests were complaining, you know, like, this isn't a lot of food, what are we gonna do this week? And Sarah was getting a little upset that they're complaining, I keep mixing up complaining and campaigning. This is Big Brother. They're complaining in front of the Have-Nots, and she's also pissed because Zach is eating like a mountain of food and they need to ration. Come on now. So they had the nominations last night, and as expected, Bruno nominated Sarah and Johnny. You know, no surprise there. He actually told them before the ceremony, like, look, you're going up on the block, which I thought was against the rules, but maybe it's different in Canada. So after the ceremony, Johnny was talking to Zach about how badly he needs and wants to win this power of veto. So it seems like every time somebody is like really desperate to stay in the game, they automatically think that this veto competition is like the how bad do you want it comp, where you're like, I'll eat slop for the rest of the season, I'll shave my head, I'll sleep on the floor outside. But it usually isn't that competition, but Johnny really wants it, so he's like, I will do anything to stay in this house. So Zach is basically telling him the same thing that JP said to Sarah, we cannot help you in this competition, you're on your own. If we play for you or use the power veto on you or whatever, it's gonna expose the alliance, so okay, thanks, bye. So I don't think Johnny's gonna be too happy about that, but at the same time he's just like, it's alright, I'm gonna win this, no big deal. So Zach is like encouraging him, like, yeah, go out there and get it, Tiger. Flash, please. So just a few minutes later, Zach is talking to Kevin in the bedroom, and he's like, oh, Johnny's gotta go. He can't win veto this week, he's gotta go. He's getting worried because if that power veto is used, Kevin is most likely going to be the one going up because Bobby is like obsessed with getting Kevin out right now. And Bruno and Bobby are very close, so chances are that Kevin could be the replacement nominee. So Zach is like seeming to be really attached to Kevin at this point. I feel like he's like really invested in the Diaper Alliance right now, and he wants to ride with that crew. So Bobby was in the hot tub with Ashley and Peely last night, and things got really weird. Bobby decided to take his bathing suit off in the hot tub after both of the girls were like, no, don't do that, do not do it, Bobby, no, don't, stop. So it was like like extremely awkward and weird, and why? Just why? Luckily, it only lasted for a few minutes because there was a thunderstorm and they had to go inside. But seriously, what the hell? So, speaking of the thunderstorm, it was raining very heavily and the roof was leaking by the vault room. Are they living in a cardboard box? I mean, seriously, there have been more water leaks in this season than information leaks. I don't understand, but I hope they can get it together. So Jordan and Zach had a little check-in in the storage room last night. They agree, yeah, we need to keep Kevin safe this week, even if it exposes 1 or 2 or 1,000 of our million alliances. Whatever, we need to keep him safe. So, first of all, they think that Kevin is really loyal, which I think he is too. Second, they feel like he is basically a meat shield. As long as Kevin is in the house, they feel like they buy themselves at least a week because they think that people are going to go after Kevin before they go after the two of them. I don't know that that's necessarily true. I think a lot of people are catching on to Zach and Jordan's gameplay, so I'd be a little more worried about that. But also, they can't afford to lose him because he's basically 2 votes. Let's be real, Peely is going to vote however Kevin tells her to, so it's a package deal there. So they really want to keep him in this game, and they are willing to swing those votes for him if he's on the block, even if it causes a Big Brother war. Their words. So Jordan is talking to Kevin. He's like, yeah, we got your back, but Bobby needs to go next week. Yeah. So this morning they picked the players for the Power Veto competition. So of course you got the HOH Bruno, the 2 nominees, Johnny and Sarah, and 3 extra players, Brittany, Bobby, and Kevin. And the host is Zach. Alright, so this is a very important veto competition. We know that there is some sort of twist that Canada is voting on. It could either be the forced veto or it could be the double veto. But the house guests aren't going to know that until after the competition is played. So Sarah, Brittany, Jordan, and Kevin are all talking about the power of veto and like the likeliness of certain people using it, because there are a couple in this group that are not going to use it. Bobby wants nothing to do with it. Kevin confirms he would keep the nominations the same. Sarah is kind of like okay with that. Obviously she wants to win it for herself and get herself off the block, but she's kind of okay with that veto not being used because she knows that Johnny is the target this week. So I mean, it's not ideal for her to be on the block, but it's not the worst thing in the world for her if the nominations stay the same. Brittany, I believe, would use it on Sarah probably. Johnny obviously really wants it for himself, and Bruno, why would he change his own nominations? That would be really weird. So yeah, this morning something kind of crazy happened. The house guests were all getting ready for the day, and then they find out, you're punished again. The hot water has been cut off indefinitely. They didn't even get a timeline on that indefinitely. So I guess this is for a few different reasons. People keep breaking microphones, and those microphones are freaking expensive. Most recently, Godfrey, and he got called out by Big Brother big time. Jordan also had an incident this morning. He was changing, I think, and he was told by Big Brother to put his microphone on, and he said, F you, to Big Brother, but he said the real thing. He immediately apologized for it. He was like, oh, I mean, F me, sorry, ha ha ha. No. Big Brother is not playing around. Do not be rude. It's just weird because I feel like they're all so nice and polite to each other, but then he just like randomly lashed out at Big Brother. It was just really weird. So Jordan felt like really upset about what happened, and he was like apologizing to everyone. He went in the diary room and apologized. I think honestly everyone was just like, no, it's okay. Like they kind of felt bad for him because they've all broken stuff and like been jerks, so they feel bad that he was specifically called out. Could work to his advantage, who knows. But Jordan and Zach are already planning for next week, and it looks like they could possibly be ready to actually play a competition without throwing it. So they both say, yeah, I'm gonna try for HOH next week. Bobby needs to go, and I'm not afraid to do it myself. So they really want Bobby gone. I don't know if they're completely serious about winning HOH next week. I think Zach would probably go for it. I'm still like, is Jordan really gonna go for it, or is he just trying to pump up Zach? I'm thinking Pump Up Zach. So they had the Power Veto competition today, and I don't have all the details on it yet because the fees just came back a little while ago, but I do know that the winner was Bruno. So is this going to totally screw up the twist? I don't see him using the double veto. I just don't see it happening, and I'm assuming that that's what Canada has voted for. But if it's the forced veto, that's going to change things a little bit. Kevin could be in trouble. We'll see. I don't know. But we'll talk about it more tomorrow when we have more details about the competition. So let me know in the comments what you guys think and which veto you voted for. So until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.